Hi friends, in the last videos we covered very clearly what is predicate, what is function, what is consumer, what are supplier. Regarding these four things already we discussed, right? Sir, the first one we covered predicate, next and after that function, next consumer we covered, and then supplier we discussed, right? Almost around more than 20 videos we did only this part. And after that even we covered about by predicate, okay, by predicate, next the by function, and then by consumer. Okay, these things also we discussed, right? So these three are one argument functional interfaces. These are two argument functional interfaces we covered very clearly, right? Sir, now there is another version of predefined functional interfaces, primitive type functional interfaces, right? Okay, what the types are? Primitives. All these are object types. Primitive type functional interfaces, that is our next subtopic what we require to discuss. But anyway, sir, to understand these primitive type predefined functional interfaces, there are three important points you people should aware. What is the need, for which purpose these things came? If you want to understand very clearly, there are three important points are there you should aware, sir. The first one, auto boxing. Regarding, of course, if you aware this, just a matter of 1 or 2 minutes review, beyond that nothing, sir. Auto boxing. The second word we have to discuss about auto unboxing. Next, the third one we have to talk about generics type parameter. Like these three things you people should be aware. If you feel comfortable with these, then you can able to understand these primitive type functional interfaces very easily, sir. Sir, now can you please tell what is auto boxing? Yes, man. What is the auto boxing? Sir, what is the meaning of auto boxing? What is the meaning of auto unboxing? Suppose I have integer I. Do you know it is always expecting integer object? Regarding it's always expecting what? Integer object. But instead of integer object, I'm providing primitive value 10. Regarding I'm providing primitive value 10. Can you tell is it valid or not? Okay, respond. Is it valid or not? Sir, this one perfectly invalid until 1.4 version. Remember this, until 1.4 version, if I can ask like this, compiler will give left and right saying, array, so it is expecting integer type. How you can provide int value? Incompatible types like compatible method we will get. But from 1.5 version onwards, this concept is allowed. This concept is valid. How it is valid, sir? Internally, compiler converts int to integer type automatically. Are you getting? Primitive to object type automatically. Who is the responsible, sir? Compiler is responsible. This automatic conversion from primitive type to object type is nothing but auto boxing concept. Are you getting? Can you spell out what is the meaning of auto boxing, sir? Automatic conversion from primitive to wrapper object, from primitive type to wrapper object by compiler. This is nothing but auto boxing concept. You people should aware. Sir, internally after compilation, this line will become integer I is equal to. At the time of compilation, do you know this line is going to be replaced with integer dot value of 10. Again, integer dot value of 10. Who is the responsible to perform this conversion? Internally, compiler is responsible to place this code. That's why compiler is the responsible for auto boxing. Everyone can able to understand, right? What the meaning of auto boxing, sir? automatic conversion from primitive type to wrapper object type. This is nothing but auto boxing. Who is the responsible to perform this conversion, sir? Compiler is the responsible. In which version this concept came, sir? 1.5 version. Until 1.4 version, immediately it is a compile time error, remember. But from 1.5 version onwards, happily you can able to place no problem at all primitive in the place of wrapper object. Everyone can able to understand, right? Everyone can able to understand? Yes, let me execute this code, sir. Observe that carefully. Here I am taking integer I is equal to 10 I am taking, sir. This is about my code. Let me save this code inside d::Durga classes. Just let me save this code. This is my current working directory, sir. d::Durga classes. Okay, let me open here. Just observe that d::Durga classes, sir. Java C test.java. Perfectly it is allowed because I am using 1.8 version. Perfectly this one is allowed, no problem at all, sir. Sir, if you want, you can print its value also. System.out.println of I, sir, itself is perfectly allowed. Sir, let me run this code, sir. For it is the 10 we are going to get. Suppose I will ask, sir, can you please compile this code according to 1.4 version? Sir, Java C -source 1.4 test.java. If I can ask a compiler according to 1.4 version, immediately compile time error by default you are going to get. Are you getting right? One error, 4 warnings. What is that error? Incompatible type. Int cannot be converted to integer. Are you getting? Int cannot be converted to integer, like compile time error we are going to get. So it's very clear. From 1.5 version onwards, in the place of wrapper object, happily you can provide primitive type as the argument. The required conversion automatically performed by compiler. This conversion is nothing but auto boxing. Clear? The first word, what is the meaning of auto boxing, right? Sir, now what is the auto unboxing? What is the meaning? What is the meaning of auto unboxing? It's the almost reverse of auto boxing is nothing but auto unboxing. What it means is, assume I have one wrapper object is available, sir. Now observe that carefully. Integer I is equal to new integer of 10. Integer I is equal to new integer of 10. It is the integer wrapper object, right? Sir, now int x is equal to, it is always expecting primitive type. Are you getting? It's always expecting what type? Primitive type. But instead of primitive type, I am providing, sir, capital I. Are you getting? Instead of primitive type, I am providing which ones are? Integer type. Are you getting? So this was invalid until 1.4 version, but from 1.5 version onwards it is allowed. Sir, compiler converts integer object to into primitive automatically. Are you getting? Compiler converts integer object to into primitive automatically. This automatic conversion is nothing but auto, sir, unboxing. Are you getting? What is the meaning of this conversion, sir? Auto unboxing. Who is the responsible to perform this conversion? Compiler is the responsible, right? So internally, after compilation, this line will become int x is equal to I dot int value. Remember this one, int x is equal to I dot int value. So internally, by using this method, compiler will perform auto unboxing. Are you getting? So what is the meaning of auto unboxing, sir? Automatic conversion of wrapper object to primitive. Automatic conversion of wrapper object to primitive is called auto unboxing. Okay, sir, now this is about what is auto boxing and what is auto unboxing. Just 1 minute, let me represent in the diagrammatic form so that you people can memorize very well, sir. Sir, I have wrapper object is there. Are you getting? Wrapper object is there. Sir, I want to convert wrapper object to primitive. Wrapper object to primitive type, sir. Sir, the automatic conversion from wrapper object to primitive is called auto unboxing. Are you getting? Is called what? Auto unboxing. Automatic conversion of primitive type to wrapper object type is called what? Auto boxing. That's all. Not required to keep any explanation about what is auto boxing and what is auto unboxing. This knowledge minimum must be required to understand this primitive type functional interfaces, right? Okay, this is one word. Okay, who is the responsible to perform auto boxing, auto unboxing? Compiler itself is the responsible, right? Sir, next one more important point you should aware in addition to this auto boxing, auto unboxing, sir. What is that? Is generics type parameter. Regarding generics type parameter, make sure, sir. Do you know, if you consider, suppose I am taking array list of integer, array list of integer, L is equal to new array list of integer. Just observe, array list of integer, L is equal to new array list of integer. This integer is called type parameter. This integer is called type parameter. Are you getting? So now the important point here is I am creating array list to hold integer type of object. Okay, type parameter is what type? Integer type, sir. Suppose it's valid, no problem at all. Suppose, is it possible to take like this array list of int L is equal to new array list of int. Array list of int L is equal to new array list of int. By mistake, if you are taking like this, compiler will give left and right, because the reason for that is, for the type parameter, the only allowed types are object types, but primitive types we are not allowed to pass. Regarding the only allowed types are what types are? Object type. Primitives we are not allowed to pass. That's why make sure the important conclusion for the type parameter, primitives are not allowed. Compulsory we require to pass object types only. Remember, is it clear, right? So these 3 points you people should aware. What is the auto boxing? Automatic conversion of primitive type to wrapper object. What is auto unboxing? Wrapper object to primitive type. Sir, generic type parameter, compulsory this type parameter should be object type. Primitive types you should not pass. Regarding you should not declare primitive type, compulsory you have to declare object type only. Clear? That's all.